What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 9 in my 13th annual 31 Days of Horror, a series in which we watch and review 31 horror films in 31 days, all during the month of October. So for day number 9, I decided to go with a film that I have seen before, but it's been well over a decade, 15 plus years probably, so I didn't really remember it a whole lot, but that film is Cannibal Campout, coming to us courtesy of Terror Vision Films, which is a really fun label. I'm really enjoying their work. So Cannibal Campout, directed by John McBride and Tom Fisher, I believe, and this is a shot-on-video film. And I like shot on video. You know, I don't review a ton of them. I think I did Video Violence either last year or the year before, and Video Violence 2. But I don't think I've reviewed a lot of shot on video films. However, I do have a couple of podcasts with a few shot on video titles, but I've always liked shot on video. It's very charming. Cannibal Campout, and also over the years I've actually gotten more familiar with shot on video, and it's crept up in my things that I like quite a bit. Shot on video, obviously, a lot of like super low budget, no budget, do it yourself, bad acting, bad editing, you know, bad sound, all that stuff. But there's just something about people wanting to make movies and basically doing it without anything, and just being very passionate about it and wanting to make a movie. It's really cool. So that's primarily why I think shot on video is fun. It's very charming, and it just has a lot of heart. So Cannibal Campout is a film that follows a group of, well, first of all, it opens up with a woman jogging with like some music, and then she gets killed, kind of off-screenish, but then title card, and it's Cannibal Campout. We're introduced to a group of, I believe, kids, college kids, and they are going out to a cabin to spend the weekend and enjoy themselves. They come across these two rednecky, backwoods guys who harass them in a very vulgar way, and, you know, talking about, you know, doing things to the girls and stuff like that. And they eventually speed off into the woods. They're on like some back road trail thingy, and they get to their camp spot. They start setting up. They split up a little bit. Two of the kids plan on playing a prank on the others because they had mentioned earlier about a family that had disappeared in this area, and all they found was like their blood-soaked car. And yeah, so then the cannibals, the two brothers, they're also introduced to a third brother who wears a mask and is kind of like disfigured, and it turns out that they are cooking people and eating them, and eventually they, you know, start attacking the kids, and that's your basic plot. You know, it's pretty standard. It's just a backwoods sort of like Hicksploitation-y type movie. Definitely feels very influenced by like, you know, Chainsaw, and honestly, like one of the films that comes to mind when I think of this one is actually Mother's Day. The three-brother aspect and sort of like the goofiness of the characters kind of reminds me of Mother's Day. And these characters are goofy. They're quite goofy. Especially the one brother who's like in the middle. He just feels like the middle brother. He is like just weird. Like, he's like, he goes into this thing where he's like, it's a small world, it's a small, small world, and he just keeps going on, and it's like, it's actually kind of funny. Definitely some humor in here, you know, and it seems like they were really having fun with the roles and the filmmaking. It's primarily set out in the woods, not a lot of set pieces. There's a cool abandoned car that they made use of. You also have, you know, some pretty okay effects for shot on video. You know, it's they definitely you know, tried. You have man, the one death scene is pretty funny with there's a dude like sitting up against a tree who has like a hockey mask, but it's like like a hockey mask that looks like a real NHL hockey mask, like, oh, sort of like the Friday 13th Part 5 cover mask. You know, he gets killed with either a machete or an axe or something, and his reaction to being murdered is funny. There's also like a lot of like cancelable like things in here, not really, but like just stuff that wouldn't fly in today's standards, like the way they talk about like women and you know, some word choices and stuff like that, which I thought was funny. It's always interesting seeing these older films. This one was 1988, and I don't know if I said that at the top, but yeah, there's also like a pretty not necessarily graphic because they're kind of cheesy effects, but there's something pretty like extreme at the end of the movie involving one of the characters and a potential, I won't spoil it, but which I thought was cool. The movie could have been a little bit shorter. I think it's like, yeah, it's 98 minutes, which is a little long for a shot on video. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun. It's not the best movie in the world, but I give it a solid 6 out of 10. So that is Cannibal Campout from the year 1988. We'll see you guys tomorrow with another review. Peace.